Hello, my name is Blake and welcome to the second devlog for the still untitled first-person shooter horror game that I'm currently working on. I've spent the last 2 weeks on holiday with my family, but don't worry, I was still hard at work on the game during that time, like to the point that I don't even know if I can really call it a holiday, but the game still kinda looks like crap as I haven't really spent any time on the visuals, but the game has gone through a whole heap of changes. The biggest of which would be the direction that I'm taking the level design in. Originally I planned to handcraft each level, but this would have taken a very long time. So to hopefully save time and to get the game out to all of you sooner, I've decided to procedurally generate the levels. I know that this is something that some of you might be unhappy with, but procedurally generated shooters are one of my favourite types of games, and I wanted to make one for a while, even as far back as the super basic prototype that I briefly showed on the channel several months ago. I have heard that making procedurally generated maps can take as long if not longer than making handcrafted ones, so maybe it won't be the big time saver that I'm hoping it to be, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. The procedural map that I currently have set up is very bare bones at the moment, and it's just for the purpose of me seeing if this was something that I was actually capable of doing. So now that I know that I can do it, I'll start to build upon the generated scripts and systems to make more advanced layouts. The plan isn't to completely procedurally generate everything, as I still want to have a fair bit of control over how the maps turn out, similar to the way Derek Yu did with Spelunky. I still haven't completely decided on how exactly I'm going to achieve what I want, but I'll experiment with different approaches and go with the one that suits me best. Along with the procedural maps, I've also fixed, removed and added a bunch of things. I'll start with some of the things that have been excluded from the game. Swimming is currently no longer in the game, but it may see a return depending on whether or not it makes sense to do so in the procedural maps. And sadly, the other thing to go is the ability to pick up and throw objects. It was working quite well, but I was having some issues with it. Like the objects could occasionally be forced through the ground and a few other strange physics behaviours which I couldn't find a way to fix. However, I'm sure it will return in a future game as long as I have more time and the skills to fix it. A whole bunch of things have also been added. Weapon reloading and ammo, item pickups, enemies are forced backwards when killed, which took ages to implement, the ability to kick whatever you want and a heap more. Along with that, I've also fixed a lot of bugs and other issues, but I'm sure you don't really want to hear about all that. Once I've got the game to a point that it has most of the mechanics implemented, and it's in a state that's playable, I plan on releasing a pre-alpha build to those of you who watch these videos and want to play a super early build, so that I can receive feedback and make improvements. Once I've made any necessary changes and have a build that is close enough to a vertical slice of the game, I want to release a free demo on itch.io, and then I'll have to figure out what exactly I want to do with the game after that. I have a few ideas, but I'll release that information in the future once it's all locked in. That's pretty much all for this devlog. I'm really loving the game so far and I think it's going to be something really cool. Even in its super early stage of development, it's a lot of fun to play. I've even found myself getting lost in it while testing when I'm meant to be doing actual work on it. Remember that you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I've also just started a Facebook page, so I'll leave the links to all that stuff in the description. As always, my name is Blake McKinnon, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.